Hybridization is the mixing of orbitals, resulting in new orbitals called hybrid orbitals. And it's important to know that hybridization is an imaginary process accomplished mathematically. So all this is something that was produced mathematically, and so it ends up providing a good thought experiment onto what happens. So let's test it out. Let's test out what does sp3 really mean. So first off, valence bond theory deals with valence electrons. And for this, I'll be discussing about the element carbon. And the electron configuration of carbon is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. And for valence bond theory, as mentioned, since we're dealing with the valence electrons, we're dealing only with the outer core, 2s2 and 2p2. And you can also know this because 2 plus 2 equals 4. And if you look at the periodic table, carbon has 4 valence electrons that way as well. Great. So let's talk about this. If we're filling out an energy diagram with spin up and spin downs, and if we're following the off-bow, which is building up, the Pauli exclusion principle, which is that there's a maximum of 2 electrons per orbital with optical spins, and the Hund's rule, which means parallel before pair, we can map out the electron diagram for carbon. So let's say if we promote one electron over here, how would that look like? So if we promote, I'm going to spell it out short as PRO. That means all these together look the same, and through that they can hybridize to form 4 sp3 orbitals. So 4 equivalent sp3 hybrid orbitals are available for sigma bonds. And so the characteristic of carbon with 4 sigma bonds is tetrahedral. And has approximately a bond angle of 109.5 degrees. And since we see here that 3 p orbitals and 1 s orbital mixed, that means the characteristic is 25% s orbital characteristics and 75% p characteristics. And so if we were to draw this, how would it look like? So let's draw the loose structure. So we know carbon has 4 bonds, but how can we ensure that they're, the hydrogen atoms are placed correctly? So one way, so you can draw this 3D. This filled in triangle, you can say, means it's coming towards you. A regular solid line means that's on the plane. And you can say a dashed line is behind the plane.